right. Well, here we are. So one of the stories that you listened to should have been The Three Snow Bears by Jan Brett. That would be this book right here. And we were talking about collective nouns during that. And one of your assignments is to compare that story to one of the other Goldilocks stories. And so I thought that I would read you the Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and then I will make a couple more videos of two other stories, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So here is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears who lived in a little house in the woods. There was a great big father bear with a great big voice, and a middle-sized mother bear with a medium-sized voice, and a little wee baby bear with a little wee voice. One morning the three bears had porridge for breakfast, and the mother bear said, "This porridge is too hot to eat now. Let us go to the woods for a walk while the porridge gets cold." So the three bears went for a walk in the woods. Now, while they were gone, along came a little girl named Goldilocks. When she saw the little house in the woods, she wondered who lived there. So she knocked on the door. No one answered, so she knocked again. Still no one answered, so Goldilocks opened the door and walked in. There before her, in the little room, she saw a table set for three. There was a great big bowl of porridge, a middle-sized bowl of porridge, and a little wee bowl of porridge. She tasted the great big bowl of porridge. I wonder how it's going to taste. The pages are stuck together. There we go. "Oh, this is too hot," she said. Then she tasted the middle-sized bowl of porridge. "Oh, this is too cold." Then she tasted the little wee bowl of porridge. "Oh, this is just right," she said, and ate it all up. Then she went into another room, and there she saw three little chairs. There was a great big chair, and a middle-sized chair, and a little wee chair. Goldilocks sat down on the great big chair. "Oh, this is too hard," she said. Then she sat down in the middle-sized chair. "Oh, this is too soft." Then she sat in the little wee chair. "Oh, this is just right." And she sat down so hard that she sat the bottom out. So she broke the chair. Yikes. Then she went into another room, and there she saw three little beds. There was a great big bed, and a middle-sized bed, and a little wee bed. Goldilocks lay down on the great big bed. "Oh, this is too hard," she said. Then she tried the middle-sized bed. "Oh, this is too soft." Then she tried the little wee bed. "Oh, this is just right." And she fell asleep. Now, while Goldilocks was asleep, the three bears returned from their walk in the woods. They looked at the table, and the great big father bear said, in his great big voice, "Someone has been tasting my porridge." The middle-sized mother bear said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been tasting my porridge." And the little wee baby bear said in his little wee voice, "Someone has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up." Then the three little bears went into the next room. The great big father bear looked at his chair and said in his great big voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then the medium-sized mother bear said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." And the little wee baby bear cried in his little wee voice, "Someone has been sitting in my chair and has sat the bottom out." Then the three bears went into their bedroom. The great big father bear said in his big voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed." And the middle-sized mother said in her middle-sized voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed." And the little wee baby bear cried in his wee little voice, "Someone has been lying in my bed, and here she is." Now, with the shrill voice of the little wee baby bear, it woke Goldilocks, and you may well believe she was frightened to see the three bears looking at her, and she jumped from the bed, ran across the room, sprang out of the little low window, and away she ran through the woods as fast as ever her legs could carry her. So that story's a little bit different than the three snow bears. So that's kind of the original Three Little Bears story. One of the next stories that you can listen to will be Goldilocks and the Three Pandas, and I will also have Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs.